everybody. So I have another planner to show y'all today. So the last video I showed y'all the Franklin Covey weekly planner that I had ordered to replace my Hobonichi setup. And then I got to looking on the Amazon Japan website and saw another weekly option. So of course, you know, I had to order it. I mean, I didn't have to, but I did. Because I wanted to compare them. So my plan is actually going to be to use the horizontal weekly that I showed in the previous video through June, and then July pick this one up. So from here until July, I'm just going to be kind of practicing, checking this one out, seeing how this one works for me. And this is the vertical weekly instead of the horizontal weekly. And I'll show y'all why I decided to give this one a try as well. This was the little part that was around it. It is the B6 size. See if you can see those numbers there. Like I said, I did get it off of Amazon Japan. I'll try to remember to put the link in the comment section. But yeah, let me show y'all what this looks like. It's the same kind of PVC cover like the previous one that I showed. And I am using that cover in a TN right now. And I will do a walkthrough video. It's not completely set up yet, so I don't want to do a walkthrough yet. But on this one, you have your information page. And there's a lot more pages in this one that I don't know how to read, don't understand because it's in Japanese. And if I need to repurpose them and put some other Tomo River paper over or some other, printouts that I stick on, I can. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But I'll just kind of flip through and show what these look like. And I don't know what any of these say or, anything like that. If you know what they are. I'm familiar with Franklin Covey in the system, but still some of these I'm not 100% sure on. I believe this is like the leadership, maybe. I think it was called the B6 Leadership Weekly. I know that's about prioritizing tasks. I remember that. See, lots and lots of pages that you can use to put other things on top of if you don't read Japanese. A blank notes page, front and back. Okay, so prioritizing tasks, figuring out what's most important, all of that looks familiar. Contacts, goals setting, monthly, notes page between the weekly. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. This is like the compass. I'll show y'all the weekly compass that you might be familiar with from the ring system. Big rocks versus small rocks. And kind of, I guess, it looks like kind of how to put that all together to prioritize your tasks and day. All right, so contacts, it looks like 1, 2, 3, or maybe I'm wrong. That's what I would use it for. Notes, goal setting. I know goal setting. I actually, in my other one, I went into my ringed one that I have and looked up what all of the translations were to write in, so that as I was going through and wanted to use a goal setting page, then I could remember what each part was. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goal setting pages. 2019 yearly overview. Beautiful pictures in this book as well. And then that will start into January 2019. Now it's kind of hard to see, but these are lined. And they're a pretty good size. Let me see if I can get my ruler. All right, so it looks like an inch wide and about an inch and a quarter long for that box. And then the Weekend, an inch, and also about an inch and a quarter. So it looks like on this one, the Weekends are about the same size, so that's pretty nice. Some of the others, you know, they have a smaller Weekend, but not this one. It looks like they're the same. And like I said, they are lined. You have a notes section here. It is a Monday start for those of you like me who enjoy the Monday start. And then you have a January index and a January master task list. And then another photograph. And then your February index master task list. March, so it goes all the way through the year with each one having an index for the month and a master task list for the month. So that's real nice. I like that. Was one of the things I kind of missed in the other weekly view. And let's see. Like I said, beautiful pictures. All right, so it goes through December. With each month, the colors vary just a little bit. And then you get your 2020 calendar overview. And then some forward planning, January, February, March. And it looks like that's it. So you get 3 months of forward planning and then some smaller calendars for 2020 and 2021. And then you get into this weekly goals page. This is one of the things that I really liked about this. So it gave you a little bit extra room for writing. So you have a business section and a private section, and then you've got weekly tasks for both business and private. And then down here you have a little spot for reflections of the week. And then it has the horizontal, the vertical weekly. Now, one thing that is different than some of the other weeklies you may see is a lot of times it has the notes section on this side, but since the notes and the task list are on here, and then before I talk about that, let me show you this. You get a weekly notes page, and then your goal setting and reflections page in between every single week. So you have lots of room to write. But this right here, if you are familiar at all with the weekly compass card that goes into the little ringed thingy, this is where you can outline your roles and responsibilities and talk about big rocks. And on this one, there's like a little note section. This is for my compact ringed. But that is the same thing that's like right here. And I like that because instead of having, you know, to take something, since it's bound, you can't take something out and move it unless you put something like this in and used as a bookmark. And that was actually my plan for my other weekly one that I was going to use. But in this one, I like that it's right here so that you see your roles and responsibilities and your big rocks each week. And then you have, of course, your horizontal. And I measured about an inch wide for each one. Monday start. And then at the bottom there is a small section of some daily tasks if you wanted to use it for that. And I compared this to the Jimon Techo, the B6 Slim. And these columns are just a hair wider. Let me see. I'll show y'all. I believe that is what I found. So here's the Jibbon B6 Slim. And that one was an inch. Okay, so maybe they were the same. Yep. About the same, it looks like. Now, one thing I did like better about this one versus the Jibbon is I can't really see my time very well here. That is a reason where, like, as soon as I opened it up, I was like, I don't know. I don't think that's going to work for me. And so this one, you can clearly see it's broken up into half-hour time blocks. And then at the top, you have your previous month, current month. Let me not misspeak. Let me see if that's all the same. This one has May and June. April, May. Okay, so maybe it has the current month and the month after. March and April. Yep. Okay, so current month plus the month after. And then, you know, it just goes through the whole year. There is some color change, just like I showed on the month. But this extra page in between each week, this is what really kind of sold me, because that was one of the things with the Hobonichi Cousin, is I didn't need all those daily pages, but I needed just a page or two for the week. And I didn't want them dated. The dating bothered me. I don't know why. I just wish it was blank. And then also the Cousin, the size was a little bit big for an everyday carry for me. So that's why I'm really liking the B6 size. And I'm really hoping it works out for me, because I really do love it. And like I said, I had the horizontal weekly. I will kind of do a walkthrough of that one. And I'm going to use that one through June. And then this one, I think I'm going to pick up in July. I'm going to play with it now and see how it's working. And pick it up in July and see if this is a good work/personal planner for me, because I do want something that I can keep all together. And I will talk about that in another video. But I just really like this. And then, so you go through the whole thing. Go through all your weeks. And then you've got your project calendar. This is a little bit brighter than the other one, but very, very similar layout. 1 2-page spread per month, broken up into 6 boxes that you can further divide if you want to. And then, as you notice, it's colored for the weekends and possibly holidays, because there's definitely more coloring than just weekends here. But yeah, so one of those per month. And then just some blank lined pages at the back. You got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13 lined pages at the back for your writing pleasure. And I didn't show y'all, but it does have the bookmarks if you like to use those. I always use these. I don't mind that the bottoms get fringed up. I actually kind of think that gives my bound books character when they do that. But yeah, that is the Franklin Covey B6 weekly option from Amazon Japan. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Once I get the other one completely set up, then I can do a better comparison of the two without having to flip back and forth between multiple videos. All right, guys. Bye.